Another Monday and another JoeLumb album review. I'm JoeLumb. This week I go back to 1989 with Black Sabbath's 14th studio effort, Headless Cross. When you're done watching this video, feel free to check out my album review playlist. The link to that will pop up at the start of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, smash the like button, and click on the notification bell. When you see a new video, you can check it out yourself. Headless Cross is the 14th studio record from Black Sabbath, released on April 24th, 1989 by IRS Records, which marked a pivotal moment in the band's turbulent history. The record was the second to feature lead singer Tony Martin, and the first full album with drummer Cozy Powell, both of whom played major roles in revitalizing the band's sound during the late 80s. With founding guitarist Tony Iommi, the sole remaining member of Black Sabbath, Headless Cross represented a significant evolution for the band, blending classic heavy metal with a more melodic and atmospheric style. In Tony Iommi's book, Iron Man, My Journey Through Heaven and Hell with Black Sabbath, the band would drop from Warner Brothers Records in 1988 after an 18-year deal, and after Vertigo Records has also dropped them. He met Miles Copeland, who owned IRS Records at the time, and he told him, "You know how to write albums? You know what people want? You do it, and I'm fine with it." This persuaded Iommi to sign with IRS Records. Following the commercial and critical disappointment of the 1987 record, The Eternal Idol, Sabbath faced internal instability and shifting lineups. Iommi, determined to carry the band forward, recruited drummer Cozy Powell, a renowned drummer known for his work with Rainbow and Whitesnake. His thunderous drumming added a powerful new dynamic, while singer Tony Martin's soaring operatic vocals helped shape the album's gothic and grandiose tone. Thematically, Headless Cross delved deep into occult imagery, folklore, and supernatural horror. The title itself references a small village in Worcestershire, England, associated with plague victims and eerie legends. A perfect metaphor for the dark, moody themes running through the record. Tracks like Devil and Daughter, Kill in the Spirit World, and the epic title track, Headless Cross, showed Martin's dramatic vocal range and Iommi's signature doom-laden guitar riffs, giving the album a distinctly cinematic feel. The album was recorded at the prestigious Woodcray Studios in Berkshire, with production handled by Iommi and longtime Sabbath collaborator Jeff Glicksman. Former Sabbath bassist Geezer Butler was invited to rejoin but declined, leaving the bass duties to session musician and bass guitarist Lawrence Cottle. Though he wasn't credited as an official band member, the production was notably slicker than earlier Sabbath efforts, incorporating keyboards and layered arrangements that complemented the grand thematic scope. Songs like When Death Calls has a guitar solo from Queen's Brian May. Two songs had their titles changed due to Ozzy Osbourne releasing songs with the same titles on his No Rest for the Wicked album. Call of the Wild was originally titled Hero, and Devil and Daughter was originally titled Devil's Daughter. All tracks were written by Black Sabbath, except where noted. Side 1 had the instrumental Gates of Hell, clocking in at 106. Headless Cross, written by Tony Martin, Tony Iommi, and Cozy Powell, clocks in at 629. They also wrote Devil and Daughter, clocks in at 444. When Death Calls, clocks in at 655. Kill in the Spirit World, clocks in at 511. Call of the Wild clocks in at 518. Black Moon clocks in at 406. And Nightwing clocks in at 635. Headless Cross was praised by critics and fans as the best Sabbath album in years. AllMusic's Eduardo Rivadavia said, "Arguably the finest Sabbath album since Ozzy or Dio." Headless Cross also features one of Sabbath's most formidable lineups. In short, for those wise enough to appreciate Black Sabbath's discography and beyond, the Osbourne and Dio essentials, there could be no better place to start than Headless Cross. In 2005, the album was ranked 403 in Hard Rock Magazine's book, The 500 Greatest Rock and Metal Albums of All Time. In 2021, Kerrang ranked Headless Cross as the 7th best Black Sabbath album in a best to worst ranking of the band's discography. The overall rating for Black Sabbath's Headless Cross, 6.5 out of 10. In retrospect, the Headless Cross record is often hailed as one of the strongest offerings from the Tony Martin fronted years, a cult favorite amongst fans, especially me, who appreciate its theatrical flair and commitment to dark, mythic storytelling. Though it diverged from the classic Ozzy era sound, the album played a crucial role in keeping the Black Sabbath name alive during a challenging chapter in the band's history. I always liked the title track Headless Cross and with When Death Calls, with featuring a guitar solo from Queen's Brian May. I also like Devil and Daughter and Nightwing as good songs as well. But I still remain the fact that Cross Purposes, which was released 5 years after this one, still remains one of my favorite Black Sabbath albums from the Tony Martin era.